Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is a tremendous game that I was playing as I was working towards my tank war chest, and it just kept going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. So sit back and relax and watch the beauty unfold, I guess. It's really kind of wild because it's just a bunch of shots that I just kept killing guys and killing guys. So check it out. So here I'm hanging out Alpha 6, Alpha 7 area. Don't want to get exposed. Yeah, there's a dude over here. Now there's 3-on-3, and what you'll see, the enemies, they have the main guy that's a potential problem is the Panzer 1C. He's the only guy that's fast enough to really make a huge impact if things don't go right. So that guy just killed somebody, in fact. But I'm keeping my eye on him just to make sure I don't get surprised. So it's really nothing, spectacular visually, but it's just, our team is now down 3 guys. But what happens, we get down by more. But this is the key. If you don't get to me, I'm gonna hurt you bad. And this game is an exact demonstration of why that is the case. When you're playing elite artillery, there's that guy. This is the guy I'm watching out for, is this Panzer 1C. If you don't get to elite artillery, you are going to have a real problem, because elite artillery is what he is because he drills targets. Alright? He's dead. I drilled him. I think he was finished off by one of the robots. Sorry, Professor Auto Nerd. So that's the only thing that guy did the entire game that was any value. Basically the rest of it's all me. It's just because the way that the traffic pattern, that's what I call it. The traffic pattern is in my favor in the context. They're not able to get to me. Now, here I can see that there's an opening at my base and down the rail line on the southeast corner. So I'm expecting something to come from that direction. But until that happens, I'm going to shoot what I can shoot. Enemy artillery, he just drilled another guy. Now really, the game boils down to the fact that the enemy artillery and myself were the only ones that really matter. We're the 2 best players on each of the teams. The rest of our guys are just a bunch of, regular bums that are just stuck with us. And we're making stuff happen. So we're still down. And then one of the robots came to the base. And it's like, well, Sonny, only a robot would really be stupid enough to go into base. A human player would have been trying to come and get me personal if he figured out that I was over there. Now that's another robot. I'm sorry, that's Professor Auto Nerd. He's in a 127, which is kind of a mediocre light tank. It's not bad, but he's not special at all. And that's the problem he has. So as this is going, no one's getting closer. There's another guy. I was spotted, that's why I was looking for him. And this is the Panzer 4. So And there's another guy to the right, a Cruiser 2. So I am just basically doing standard stay alive stuff. That guy's toast. So we were down at one time like four guys, and now we're dead even. I told you, I'm elite artillery. And if you don't get to elite artillery, you are going to pay. Alright, they got that dude. And he's dead, Jim. Now we took the lead finally in the game. We're ahead 3-2. So here we have the artillery and just a robo. And the robo's out by my base. I'm like, fantastic. I saw him, like, okay, well, I'll kill this guy for sure. Well, he will die. I know that if I'm the only guy shooting him, I will kill him. This is nothing. It's not a special map. It's wide open. And the guy, I drilled him, but the other guy killed him. That's fine with me. I don't really care. Now it's 3 versus 1. Let's go to his base and get a hold of this artillery and take care of business. So now the game has, you know, dwindled down to myself with 6 kills, the enemy artillery with 3 kills. I mean, he had a really good game. A lot of his kills were finished off by other guys as well. You'll see that at the end. And the thing that's really amazing is when you see this guy at the end, he did such a really good job. I haven't seen, you know, I haven't seen an artillery duel like we had in this fashion that we're going to have. It's really crazy. But that guy played a really good game. It's the kind of game, you know, you should win. But the problem is the rest of his team, well, that's kill number 4 for him. I had a shot on him. And I missed him. Well, you know, sometimes stuff happens. So that guy was sitting there over, you know, around G6 or G8 or whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. That would have been like more like J7. So I thought, okay, normally these guys don't have a lot of defensive ability in artilleries. This guy was way smarter than normal. And I sent him a message after the game, you know, complimenting him on how well he played in defense of his base, because he was going back to defend the base because my robot has moved in there. I'm looking for him. My goal at this point, I had like 2,900 points. I go, this guy's got 300, probably hasn't been touched. I'd like to get that 300 for my damage, for my own, to max out my personal record, to be a new personal record in damage for a Sexton artillery in one game. So I had extra incentive on the line to kill him. And nothing personal. I don't know him, never talked to him before. Seemed like he was a super nice guy. I was like, okay, I got a shot at this guy. I missed. And like, man, this guy was right on the edge of the flat ground where it goes down the hill to the water. He did a really great job of staying as below the horizon as much as possible, making it super difficult to hit this guy. He's killing me. I can't just roll up on him and charge him because he has the total advantage in that position. So I'm like, well, I need to kill this guy, but I can't charge him because he'll kill me. So it's a real, you know, it's a thinker. So I'm like, okay, let me go over here. I'm going to go in the base and, you know, put a little more pressure on him. Instead of making it one guy in the base, I'll have 2 guys in the base. And he's really going to have to do something. That was the thinking. But I'm keeping my eye in his general direction. There he is. I'm like, okay, here's a shot. Let me see if I can get a shot. That dude is doing a great job of just hanging below the horizon. He's killing me. Every shot I'm shooting is missing. But that's because he's smart. He knows what he's doing. I know because I know to do that. So I can see me doing what he's doing. That's how I know this guy is good. It's really annoying. So it's like, oh man, you know, this is killing me. I go, no, now he's taking off to the left. I go, all right, I'm going to go and charge down there and see if I can come in behind him. Most artilleries are too timid to do what I'm doing. So that's one of the things. I thought, okay, I'm going to catch this guy. And I thought, you know, that he would be going towards the trestle of the train. And I'm like, I'm here, and I'm like, there's nobody here. What a jerk. He's killing me. And I saw his thing. I'm like, oh, dude. I go, now I'm going to come up either behind him or on his side. Right now, I'm going to end up coming up on his side. I mean, I've seen this guy, played against him before. Okay, I knew of him, and I knew he was a good artillery player. But I got lucky that I was able to get the vision from the other guy, the spotting, and that's what got him, is because it was 2 versus 1. But that guy played a tremendous game, you know, being down 1 versus 2. And there you have it. Not the greatest kills I've ever had, 7 kills, but this is a very difficult map for artillery because there's so many different avenues for guys to attack you. But the key thing is, it was the damage. I was thrilled to finally crack the 3200 damage plateau. It was really awesome. And one of the things that happens in this Sexton, because it has a high silver bonus, you have a killer game like this, 137,000 silver with no boosters. That's just straight silver. This tank makes a fortune in silver if you have a good game. You know, 15,000 commander points, no booster, just straight commander points and straight silver. Unbelievable stuff. You know, 7 kills like you saw, 3,200 damage, speaks for itself. And you don't have to get 3 grand to get the ace badge. But when you get it, you definitely got an ace. Usually ace is somewhere 2,800 plus, depending on how many kills you have. If you have a lot of kills, it's like even 2,700 can get you the ace. I didn't have a lot of kills, I had a lot of damage, so that was the key. So I got the ace, which was great. I mean, I already had it, but I was just, you know, telling my friend because he was wondering about the ace badge. So he's, you know, looking in this for that reason. Bruiser for knocking out enemy crew or modules. High caliber for top damage dealer, duh. And then top gun for killing 6 guys or more. Now, you know, that guy had a good game. Numerically not as good as mine. That's just, you know, you get what you get. And, you know, things go, the traffic pattern goes the way it goes. So I lucked out and was in the right position to get a good traffic pattern both in front of me in the city area and then also behind me at my base. So it's one of those things, you know, I go over there because that is one of the best potential areas for artillery. He had a tremendous game. You know, you get what you get. So, you know, obviously he made a bunch of good shots. 4 kills is, you know, there's nothing to joke. There's nothing to joke at, believe me. But he played such a great job of, you know, kind of a cat and mouse back and forth on the defense of his base while we were trying to capture it. I wasn't really in a normal game that I wasn't in potential position to get my damage maximum, a new record. I was like, you know what? I would not necessarily have gone and hunted him down, but in this case, I had to hunt him down. Nothing personal. It didn't matter if that would have been one of my friends. I'd have hunted him down because, as the saying goes, business is business. We could be friends before and after games, but during the game, I don't have any friends. It's all business. But that guy sent him a message and said, dude, that was a great game. I had to go after you hard because I was going for a personal record when I got to the end. And, he was like real nice. He was like, man, that was a great game. Thanks a lot, et cetera, et cetera. So, super nice guy. And, obviously it'll be good when we team up at some point, guys like that, you'll be on the same team in the future. Either one of us is artillery, we're good. It was really an awesome game. I was lucky that I, caught the breaks that I did, because one of the things that happens when you play a game like this, my team was trash. You saw them yourself. They were just trash. His team wasn't that great either. My team was worse than his team, but, I was able to make up for it because the traffic pattern favored me in my artillery this game. Sometimes it doesn't favor you, sometimes it does. So I was able to make up the difference because I, caught that break. If you don't catch breaks, you don't make monster games like this. That guy had a really good game. I had a really good game. And I just kept killing people, and I just kept killing guys and kept damaging guys, and my other guys were finishing them off. So it's just one of those things. You catch a break sometimes, and that's how you score. This guy didn't catch that kind of a break, and that's why his score wasn't higher. He played really well, did a great job, but you can only do what you can do. It's nothing personal. It's not, oh, well, you only scored 4 kills, you're no good. That's not the way it works at all. Hey, sometimes you can only get 4 kills, and there's no such thing as a bad 4-kill game. All right? You get what you can get. And if they're not there for you to shoot, you can't kill them. So that's the thing. So don't think about it, in an adversarial way. Because he was making kills, I was making kills, and I just kept making kills. And that's really the main difference in the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed the heck out of it because I had this garbage team. I'm just working on my, tank war chest, do your 1,000 points, 10 times to get the war chest, right? So it was just a game to me for that. And I had finished off, that's my second war chest. So that worked out fine. And then, hey, I'm going to shoot people until I die. And well, I never died, so there you go. It's not rocket science, okay? It's just one of those things that sometimes the things click, and what happens is what you saw, and it was fantastic. So I want to thank, of course, Hurtful Burrito. Man, the guy played an awesome game. It was a real pleasure. I can't wait to play on his team because together we'll be nasty. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you would. Tell your friends, that way they can check this out. Especially if they're artillery players, they can learn something. Maybe they can leave a like or subscribe, what have you. So I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks a lot for watching the video. And, well, I'm kind of done. I got to go back to this war chest business. So I will see you guys later.